France. I love France. Whenever I'm feeling down, I can load up EU4, select France, and remind myself that there are people living there and have lived there for centuries, which makes my problem not seem as major. My favourite activity to do with France is to instantly unconditional surrender to the English and be under British dominion. We're going to avoid doing that today, as enticing as it seems. Let's play France. So I've got a few things that I want to do as France. First of all, of course, defeat the English, kick them out, and just consolidate the French region, but also be rivals to the Habsburgs and the English. Whichever nation happens to have a Habsburg on the throne, we're enemies, and we're going to seek their conquest or their weakening as much as we can. So we might be doing a lot of wars around Austria, Castile, and once we get enough ships to invade England. Iron Man mode, of course, and let's play. The 100 Years' War is going to be our first priority, where we're going to try and kick the English off of mainland France and back to their bloody coastline. The great thing about France is that despite starting out decentralized and with various appanages, you are incredibly powerful. Like, for instance, we have about the same amount of troops as the English, but we have all the appanages, which they don't, which gives us the advantage over them. We're also as strong as those in our region, which gives us an advantage over them because we have the appanages that can send their troops over. I will be making all of them support us, and I am going to be improving our relations with Orléans because they are the most disloyal one as them, despite being loyal at the start of the game. If they get anyone to support their independence, that's going to be an issue that we need to solve instantly. As our king, King Charles VII de Valois, is an spiraling leader, we get even more morale of armies, which are going to be incredibly useful in dealing with the English. So we're going to offer an alliance to Castile and to Scotland because I want to make sure we have a deterrent against the English, because they're not going to declare war on Scotland if they're allied to France. And here it is, the surrender of Maine. So, we're obviously going to go to war with England. I've already got the Free Company down here, and they're going to siege down Gascony. Hopefully the English don't land, and I'll get support from the Southern Appanages. And oversight on my part is that Scotland's also joined the war, which means that England will focus on them and win. So, and because England has a larger ship count, I probably won't be getting over there this war. good. They'll accept it, but no money. Doesn't matter, we don't need money. Huh? I'm sorry, what just happened? It just said they'd accept. What is this? Actually, hold up, this might be a strat. Retake Gascony, then maybe we can just peace out now. Yes, and we can take 200. Okay, it's actually worth it doing that then. Okay, major victory, and that is the 100 Years' War ended. Let's go. Liberate Normandy? Absolutely. Okay, time to get the army back to the mainland. Also, doing that mission has given us cores over almost all of France. We could just go now. Let's go. Oh gosh. Okay, and that is Brittany dealt with. Let's just core their land. And we're looking quite good if we do the player map. Yep, we're looking pretty centralized. We're just going to be having a little look with Provence. We're trying to get their trust up to 90, and due to gaining quite a lot of favors each month, I'm going to spend some money on a mercenary company and then delete it instantly just so that we can get our mission done. Now we got artillery. That's going to be incredibly useful. Oh, and the Papal States are allied to the English. Okay, Mr. Pope. Alright, I see how it is. We are going to keep on royal marrying Castile until they get a Habsburg. Because we need to hope that they either keep the trust of Maras or get a well, can't even say the name of my own damn royal family. Valois. We just eclipsed England and Lithuania. Are England that crap? It was my goal to be rival to England the entire game, but who, I guess I'll get stronger eventually, I guess. Okay, let's ally Luca, and I've got an idea for this. I assume that Luca will embrace Renaissance soon, so I'll be able to share it with me. Oh, what? Why am I improving relations to the English? God. Alright, remind me to never do that again. Alright, my gambit has paid off. We can get knowledge sharing off of Luca. That means we can get a Renaissance faster. So smart, insanely smart, talented, handsome, beautiful, amazing. Theoretically, I could go to war with Burgundy. Be a fairly easy war. Oh, Luca's getting in. Alright, we're winning this. No, I'm not going in right now. But I could absolutely do that. I just don't want to, I think. We need 90 favors. We just need to do that 2 more times, and then we may be able to vassalize Provence. This is not worth it whatsoever. We should just execute them when they were excommunicated, which is, I think, generally the way it goes, but who can say? Generally, I think this method's fine because it's just peaceful and we just get to build up. Oh yeah, we should probably be annexing our vassals by now. Didn't think of that, but I guess we'll go do it now. Let's get that done. Oops. I'm gonna say it now, this is not an optimal run. It's just me having fun with France. That sounds weird. Because no one has fun with France. I'm miserable right now. Let's go. Money. Am I right? By the way, if you are enjoying this content, make sure to subscribe, as it will help me out a lot. Ugh. Austria. Ruined my day. Ruined my day, I tell you. Oh, and they've got Hungary as a PU. I was kind of hoping that wouldn't happen, but you know how these things be. I guess the benefit of rebels not like breaking the country and just like change the government, breaking all alliances, should feature in Victoria 2 is incredibly annoying, and I'm glad it's not a feature in EU4 because I could not deal with that. Madness is what that is. Absolute madness. Embracing Renaissance, and we get ideas. Let's just have a look at how many ideas we can go with. While I do want to go colonial, I don't want to do that immediately. So I think I might just pick up aristocratic ideas and move on with my life. There she is. There she is. We've eclipsed all of our starting rivals, which should tell you how powerful France is. Our only rival that can stand up to us is the damn Habsburgs and their domains. Friedrich III von Habsburg will be crushed, as well as Ladislaus Potamus von Habsburg, which I had a lot of fun with in the Bavaria series, and that's when I didn't even realise that he was an actual historical character. Very interesting one at that. Oh, the Milanese. Okay, hold up. This is interesting. It's very interesting. If I were just to go. Yeah, I'm going to wait until. I'm going to take this, because it doesn't matter. Like, okay, so 60. So 8 in 1485, that will be removed, but by that time, Imperial Instant of the Shadow Kingdom, so we can then take over Milan, which will be our first step to Italian domination. 91, okay, we can do it. The provincial question. Here we go. Will they accept? Please accept. Yes! Okay, that's actually brilliant. Oh gosh. Uh-oh. Looks like little Ladislaus here. Ladislaus Potamus von Habsburg is no longer the HRE Emperor. That's very, very interesting. Very interesting. But it also means that we don't actually have any enemies or rivals we can choose. God, Austria. Oh my goodness. This didn't go how I thought it would. Not in the slightest. Okay, well, let's go. And that's essentially them dealt with. I can just do that, then, are they... Wait, will they surrender now? Yeah, absolutely they will. Now that's a large coalition. Bam. Too few rivals? Damn, no, I'm not Castilian it until they have a Habsburg. What's the coalition looking like? Honestly, that's not that bad. It could be oh so much worse. Okay, we could absolutely obliterate the English Navy is all I'm saying. I just don't think we have the transport ships to be able to really do much of that. England is consolidating Ireland. They're so much weaker than me, it's laughable. Oh, Lithuania's going for it this game. They got destroyed by Muscovy. Okay. No, fuck you. Why? Alright, here we go. Scotland? You're my buddy. It's less about Burgundy and more about Sweden. I mean, I'm doing it now. I would just say I'm not brilliant at war, so this may go completely south. But if it does, hey, it's just a one-part series, you know? Luke is in. Okay, we're winning this. Right, so that's that war finished. We've expanded quite a bit. If we look on the player screen, we can see just how much our influence is now. We've been playing for about, what is that? I can't do maths. 32 years. Like the video. If this gets an amount of likes I'm happy with, we'll do a part 2 maybe. Just make sure to subscribe. As I said, I'd really appreciate it, and it would mean a lot to me. Anyway, I will see you next video, where it will probably be in the Hitchery series, because we need to get back to that. But yeah,